beautifully finished with a dazzling external presence. It's worth thinking about how you'll get in on the first attempt. Bum first and leg second, or left leg first, then swing in with a hand on the A-pillar. It's your choice. The interior is exquisite and hand-finished at Mclaren, with acres of Alcantara to gaze at. The driver is confronted with a neat, high-definition digital dash, while the 570S's 3 driving modes are selectable separately from the 2 dials on the floor-mounted center console, and the infotainment touchscreen is sited reasonably high in the center of the instrument panel. The 570S Spider fires up into a pleasingly rowdy idle that's even more in your ear with the roof down. The transmission default is automatic but overridden by the paddles, with fully manual mode selectable at the press of a button. Once underway, the 570 Spider is easy to drive. One of its great strengths is managing to combine raw power with subtlety and refinement that will appeal even to those drivers who are not especially wowed by the whole Italian mid-engine supercar thing. It's just easy to live with, and driving isn't a challenge unless you want it to be. Let's make no mistake, though, for most drivers, even those who fancy themselves as experienced hands, 562 bhp is a colossal amount of power in a road-focused car. Floor the throttle and the Spider lets rip with a kind of composed ferocity that is well worth being mentally prepared for. There's no fuss, no scrabbling for grip. The Mclaren just digs in and leaves in a massive hurry. Brain-off use of the accelerator pedal is not recommended, especially in the lower gears. That said, the twin-turbo engine is predictably flexible, with completely linear delivery of torque and power from idle right up the 8,250 revolutions per minute red line. Although the turbocharged engine note isn't as melodic as a naturally aspirated engine, engineers have contrived to deliver a surprising amount of induction noise to the ears. Gear shifts are instantaneous. On part throttle they're kick but smooth, with seamless reinstatement of torque, as it says on the tin. Flat shifts in sport mode are a little more uncompromising, delivering a thump in the back and enthusiastic bark from the engine. On a 2-hour test drive on rural roads, it honestly proved difficult to tell the difference between normal and sport chassis modes, probably because the bar is set so high to start with. The steering is linear and fairly light to the touch, with no sudden response over center. That's probably just as well, because this is a mid-engined car with a low moment of inertia and needs little encouragement to change direction. Handling is neutral and stays that way even with deliberate lifts mid-corner, and although the Mclaren is extremely agile, the ride is surprisingly supple on the indifferent UK road surfaces. The carbon ceramic brakes do what they're supposed to and have a good, firm pedal, without being overly sensitive. Oh, and that roof at up to 25 miles per hour, tug the button and it goes up, press and it goes down. That's all, no fuss. When it's down, cabin air remains reasonably undisturbed at UK road speeds. The glass rear window lowers an inch and is supposed to be most effective at preventing buffeting, but the effect seems much the same raised or lowered. With the roof up, the cabin is as refined as the coupe's.